This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, yesterday, right? So we started a customization of the master data, right? So master data customization we proceed today. Here. So yesterday, what we discussed here related to metal master. So we have a couple of master data for metal master, vendor master, info record, source list. Okay. So here the customization related to master data. So already we started metal master. Okay. So metal master customization already we started. But what we observed in metal master customization in two areas. One is in logistic general LG, and second one is materials management. Okay, so yesterday we observed, okay, related to metal master customization. Okay, so in logistic general, okay, so whenever you are creating from end user point of view, okay, so the system is picking like a screen sequence here. Okay, so what is the screen sequence? Like the screen sequence like basic data 1 2. Okay, so this how it is possible. Within backend system already we assigned screen sequence, right? So now, so coming to the SPRO, SAP reference IMG. So we are in the logistic general. Okay. In the logistic general, what we observed in logistic general, metal master. In metal master, yesterday we observed configuring the metal master. Define structure of data screen for each screen sequence. So already, which screen sequence is calling 21 screen sequence here. So generally, we no need to create new screen sequence because as per standard SAP, so we have all the data screens will be there, but just you need to observe. So each screen sequence contains the different data screens like basic data 1, 2, and all. And each and every data screen is going to divide into so different subscreens here. These are all different subscreens here. From here, you can see the complete data screen or you can see the subscreen here. Okay. But each screen, we have some screen program. Yesterday I showed you and a screen number also. So when you are working with the technical people, so where you can inform which screen number, okay, so you want to add any field, what is the program, everything, at least you should have some basic idea. But actually, what is the base from, okay, on what basis you are saying this 21 screen sequence is standard screen sequence? So means your screen is going to control by your, so this assign screen sequence to user material type transition desk sector. Okay, so from is the reference here, star means applicable for all. So means any user with any material type, with any industry sector, the system is going to call this 21 screen sequence. Okay. So this is the screen sequence is calling. So means you are going to control your screen sequence. So based on the user material type industry sector, but star means applicable for all. So if you want to create any material type or any industry sector, you want to assign here, you can assign the new screen sequence. So this is the base. So you need to understand here. Now after this, what we observed here, so field selection also we observed. This is also one of the important topic yesterday we discussed here. The field selection. So already in SAP, the SAP is already grouped the field selection groups means. Okay, means each and every field selection group. The one field selection group contains one field or multiple fields. So these field selection groups is going to control with a field reference key. So basically you need to understand any field, either you can make a hide. Hide means suppress, you are not able to see. And display. So user can able to see, but he is not able to enter. Required means compulsory user has to enter. Optional means if user required, you can enter, others you can leave it here. But high priority will be given always hide. Okay, then display. This is the priority. But the screen field selection is going to control by your material type as well as your industry sector and your transaction. These are all different parameters we observed. Yesterday already I shown you right how to maintain a field selection group. So first you need to go to click on that particular field, identify that particular field is in which okay, so in which table and which field here. So if you pass here, then immediately you can identify which field selection group. In this field selection group, you need to change it. So this also yesterday shown you. So today I need to start from the basic settings here. See, when I am creating a material, the maximum length of the material code is 18 characters. If I go to MM01, so if I'm creating a material, so what is the maximum length of the material number? 18 characters. Okay. The client to client business requirement will be different. Okay. But actually here it is switchable up to 18. But if you come to S4HANA system, so it is 36 characteristics. Okay, in S4HANA system. Okay, so now if you come to backend setting, so if you go to basic settings, in basic settings, you can see define output format of the material number is the maximum length of the material number is 18 characters. Okay, 18 characters. So you will find two options here, lexicographical and leading zeros here. So what is this option? What is this option? Okay. So if you want to go with the alphanumeric in initial phase of the project only, you need to decide. Okay. So if you want to go in alphanumeric with internal number assignment, so you must select here. Because already some numbering is already generated. Now it is not possible. Lexicographical means alphanumeric you want to control. If I selected leading zeros here, if I selected leading zeros, so if you click on save, so generally whenever you're creating material, the system is giving the material code. Okay. So this material code, so preely it will come to the zeros here. Now I selected leading zeros here. So what happened here? If I create a material, so go to industry sector and enter any one material type, raw material. So now if you with the basic MMUs, enter the plant and store location. Now preely, so previously you observed only 4-digit number. Now this time the system is picking preely zeros here. So in backend system, if you selected the leading zeros, so here the system will select it with the zeros. After then your material code will come. So whether it's suppose I want only 6-digit or I want to 10-digit, you can control here. So I want only 6-digit or 7-digit, you can control it. But maximum length is 18 character 6. And these two options also, this is actually initial phase of the project only we need to decide. The leading zeros means freely if you want to zeros, you can control it. So this is about output format of the material number. Again, if you come back, so make global settings. So here you don't need to do anything. So as per standard SAP, so what are the global settings is there? So we don't require for every project almost same here is a global settings. Now come to here, maintain company codes for the materials management. Maintain company codes for the materials management. See, if I open this maintain company codes for the materials management, which will take to OMSY transaction code here. So previously I shown you OMSY. What is OMSY? So OMSY transaction code means a particular company code in which month we are and which year you are going to post here. Now we are into November 2022. Okay. So after November, the December month will be started here. See here, these are called month-end activities. For FI people, so they have a lot of month-end activities will be there. For MM people, this is only one month-end activity. So once the month is closed, you need to close that period here. So where you will close this period in MMPV. So just you go to MMPV. There you need to close the period and you need to open the new month period here. Okay, go to MMPV here. I need to close the existing period. I need to open the new period here. So this is only one month-end activity. So here, please try to understand here. Suppose now November month activities you can do here. Still here we have last checkboxes ABP. ABP means what? Allow back posting. Suppose if one user still 10th month activities also can able to perform. Now we are in 11th month here. Okay. So 10th month activities, if any pending activities also you can able to perform. If any goods is pending, so any inventory transactions is pending, we can able to perform with the help of this checkbox. But only these are called month-end activities. So this is only one month-end activity, but FI people will do this here. In real time, you don't need to worry. So they will do, but at least you should have idea. In MMPV transaction code, you need to, whenever the month is completed, you need to MMPV, you need to close the period and you need to open the next month here. So this is about actually maintain materials management for the company codes. Okay. Next, now we are step into the material types here. This is most important. In initial classes, we discussed here. In Material Master, main control parameter is material type. Okay. Now tell me what are the parameters going to control by the material type? Your number of elements. Okay, so number of element like internal, external. So here and also which field selection. Okay, so just now we observed field selection like, and also the material type is going to control your selection use which user department. So all the parameters is going to control by the material type. So which is one of the important transaction in real time point of view. So all your material type settings will be done in OMS to transition code. What is the transition code? This is OMS to. So in initial classes we discussed here, the SAP has given some standard material types here. What are the standard material types given by the SAP? Like ROH means raw material, HALP means some semi-finished, FERT means finished. These are all standard material types is there. But when you go for the business, we need to observe whether you are able to map with the standard material types or not, or else we need to create a new material type. This already I shown you. Okay, suppose ROH is there. So from where I need to copy? From relevant material type only you need to copy. ROH, select simply, and you can click on copy as, and you can create new material type. It is not a big deal here. But actually, what are the parameters going to control by the material type? So select, and if you go to details button, all your material type customization will be in the same screen here, OMS Studio. Okay. See what are the parameters going to control. First, observe the field reference key here. Field reference key means just now yesterday I shown you, right? Field reference key means the field reference key contains different field selection groups here. For every field reference key, we assign to one field selection groups, and each and every field selection groups we have some couple of fields, whether you want required or not here. So here you can create your new field reference key. You need to assign in real time. Okay. So this special reference material type, some material types we have some special material types will be there. Whether you want external number segments or internal number segment, you can control. And cross-plan material status also initial classes we discussed. We have two material status. One is cross-plan, second one is plant specific. Okay. And coming to some special material types like any pipeline material, any configured materials, we have to select here. And user departments here. So when I'm creating this user departments means sales department, production department. So I'll show you practically if I'm creating raw material. So for raw material, you never find any sales views here. Why for raw material sales views is not coming? For backend system, for raw material type, the sales views are disabled. The sales views are disabled here. That's what raw material. So if I enable the sales views, means these user departments also will be decided in initial phase of the project, a particular material type which user department is required, whether sales is required or not, production is required or not, quality is required or not, you need to control. For raw material type, if I select the sales views here, okay, if I select the sales views, now this time if I am creating a raw material, I come to here, if I am creating a raw material, now previously we never see the sales views, right? If I go to MM0, okay, so now I'm selecting raw material. Now happily you will find the sales views here. So previously we never observed the sales views, right? So where it is coming here, because in backend system generally for raw material sales views is not required here. Why? Because raw materials no industry we are not going to sell. Okay, so that's what here the user department is also going to control by the material type. And one more important parameter, your internal and external purchase orders here. For raw materials, every time we are creating PO. So we are able, so here we are allowing external purchase orders should be allowed here. So that's what the two option is selected. If I make it 0, suppose example, no external purchase order should be allowed here. So if you click on save it. Now let us see practically. So what I did here, external purchase order should not be allowed here. Now in backend system, I'll create one material. So for time being, I'll create one material. Okay. So here go to selection views with the basic MVs and the plant restore location. So 1570, enter some test material. So here some basic of measure, some PC and some material group, double zero, and enter some buyer group here. So I'm creating new material here. So valuation class. So I created a new material 1570. Okay. For this 1570 material, so what I will do, I'll create a PO. ME21 transition code. I'll create a PO. Enter the vendor code. Enter the purchasing organization, purchase group, and enter the company code. For this 1570 material, I'll try to create a PO here. Okay, so enter the plant and enter the store location. All the details I enter here. So what system is showing? No procurement defined for this material. So why it is showing like this? Because in backend system previously it was allow is there. So means a particular material whether you want internal external also it will be controlled. See how many number of parameters going to control by the material type. Your user department, your procurement status, your field reference key, and if any special material type here and cross-plan material status. So all the most of the parameters. So assume that your 90% parameter is going to control by the material type. So when you go for the industry, so whether the material type you can able to create a new one, or so here existing one, but the parameters you need to understand. And also please observe here, if I selected here price control indicators also going to control by. For generally for raw materials, what is the price will give? Moving price. Okay. If I make it price control mandatory here. So if I click on save, the system is not okay, it's allowing to enter the starting price here. Now if I come to here, now go to MM01, go to MM01 transition code here. Go to MM01. So here for raw materials, go to selection views. Only I select the accounting one view. Why should I require all the views? Select accounting one view to the plant here. See here. Automatically moving price will be gray mode here. Previously it was enable mode is there. Now so here in backend system you can control your price control indicators also. So this is also most important. Just I am enable. If I enable, so I can enter any price here. Okay. So this is also we need to observe. And one more important here, your quantity and evaluation indicators. The quantity and evaluation indicators also controlled by the material type. Example, if I go to quantity and evaluation indicators. So for 1000 plant against, if I remove this indicator, the system will confuse. If I'm receiving this material, already we completed MMFI. If I remove these two parameters here, now I saved here. Now the system will ask you what is the account assignment, how system is behaving in it observe. So I'll do one thing. One more material I'll create here. So go to MM0, so raw material, the basic MMVs, enter the plant and store location, the test material. Okay, so enter your base unit of measure, some PC, and some material group, and some buyer group here, purchase group. So enter some validation class. One 1572 material like this. For this 1572 material, okay, now come to here. For this 1572, 1 minute. Give me a second, Lakshman may receive. Material we created 1572, right? So now I'll try to create a PO. Go to ME21 transition. So enter the vendor folder. Purchasing organization, purchase group, and company code. Enter your material code 1572. So how much quantity, price, currency, and enter the plant. Now, friends, these are all details here. What system is throwing error for us? What is this? What system? What error it is throwing? Account assignment. Okay, so mandatory for the material. Previously, we never get this issue. Why we are getting this issue? Because system is confused. When I'm receiving this material, so so you are saying to the system, quantity should not be updated and their value should not be updated. For where I need to book my this inventory value. So this is the meaning. So these are the valuation areas. You know, valuation area means plant year. MMFI we completed. So for your particular material type, when I am receiving this valuation area, if I enable to this, at least anyone you need to enable, then you can able to create a purchasing documents here. Okay, so this is the most important. Otherwise, the system will ask you need to enter account assignment carry. For each user department you are procuring, for what GL account purpose you are procuring, you need to enable it. So this is also one of the important parameter here. So I can say here most of the parameters is going to control by your material type. So you also just you practice and you test it. Okay. So this is about all the material type here. Next, actually assign material type to special create transactions like MMR1. So this is actually it is not important for us. So if you want to create a MMR1, the directly system will take to create a raw material. Okay. Now if you see here ROH, right? So ROH means R here. Okay. So if I go to MMR1, the system will take to directly create material master here. Come to here. in MMR1. So instead of selecting after industry sector, no need to select the material type here. If I go to MMR1, the system will directly take to create raw material. So user no need to select the material type here. These are shortcuts here. If I come to here, if MMB1, MMB1 means what here? Semi-finished product here. If I go to MMB1, so automatically the system will take to create semi-finished product here. So these are like some special created transition codes. So MMB1 means semi-finished, MMF1 means finished, the special created transition. Now also, this is also one of the important topic here. Define number ranges for each material type. Define number ranges for each material type. Okay. So generally, how the number ranges will be defined? How the number ranges will be defined? So generally, in number ranges, okay, if I go to groups here, so in real system, so we'll create a groups here. Okay. So under the group, you are going to define material types. Under the groups, you are going to create material types. So in this group, what are the material types is there? For that group level, we are going to maintain the number ranges. Okay. So now please observe. Now today I created one. Okay. So some GRH1 material type is there. Okay. So any other material type I can create here. So this is actually how to create a new group and how to maintain the number ranges we'll see. Okay. So first of all, this is the transition code called MMNR. So your number ranges will be maintained at group level. So for that group, what are the number ranges given? So the system will go and check here that particular group. In this group, what is the number range is there? The system is picking. So if I am creating raw material, so your raw material is in which group here? This is a group one is there. Okay. In this group, what is the number range you maintain? So this number range is picking by the system. So this is the number range is picking by the system. I want different numbers is here. Okay. So now what I need to do? First, you need to create a group here. First of all, what you need to do? You need to create a group. So group insert from menu bar. So this is actually test group 4. So from number to number I need to go. Okay. So what are the available number ranges is there? So these are the available number ranges is there. Okay. Now select anyone. So you should not use all the number ranges because it will be impact to other users. Okay. Now for all zeros, copy. Let me go to. So I created a new group here. I created a new group here. Now you know everybody what are the number ranges we are getting here. Okay, for raw material, I created a new group here. So now please go and select here for this group. So some GROH material type here. So generally GROH material type is in this group, right? So now front end system, if I come to here, if I'm creating new material GROH here, okay, so this GROH here, this is the GROH here. So come to here, if I'm creating new material with the GROH, now basic data blank faces పెడితే నేను 1573 అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకు what is the number range we are getting 1 digit here. Okay, so now I want to change. Okay, so I have created a new group. For this group I define this from this number range on this number. Raw material I will make in this group. Okay, so come to here in backend system. So here go to your GRH, select that particular material type. Okay, so and select this group and click on element group. So automatically your new material type in this group. Okay. Now this time if I click on save, now for this test 4 group here, what is the number range you have given? This is the number range here. So your number range is given this here. Now coming to backend system. Now if I am creating, go to MM0. If I am creating GROH, go to selection views. So only basic data one. Now what is the number range you selected? That number will come. So previously 4 digit here. Now the number range is defined. So this is the way you need to control your number ranges. So now it is simple process here. Okay, what is the process you need to understand here? For material master number ranges, so generally MMNR is the transition code here. Okay, so in this transition code, what we are doing? So we are creating some groups here. So we are creating some groups here. We are creating groups here. So under the group, we are going to define the number ranges here. Okay. Number ranges will be defined. So from to number ranges you are going to define. So in this group, what are the material types is there? It will be applicable. So now, which means here, just I shown you how to create a new group here. So if you want to just you go to from group insert, create any one group. The same way I created a new group. What is the group I created? Test 4 group I created, right? Which group I created? Test 4 group I created. For this test 4 group here, so I maintain from to number is here. So your client need to be informed here. Okay, so how many number of material types you require? Not only one material type, I can maintain multiple material types also. Okay, I can maintain multiple material types. So in this group, what are the material types is there? It will applicable. The system will go and it will check here which material type you are using. So this material type, which group it is assigned, for that group, what is the number in this system? So this is the logic here. Okay, you test it. If it is not happened, we'll see. So with this, we complete number ranges for the material master. And one more important, actually, define attributes of the system message. Define attributes of the system message. Okay. So this is also like user, you can able to control some messages here. Okay. So generally, what are the message categories we observed? So message categories, only 3 types of message categories. Either it should be warning, or it should be warning message indicated with W, means yellow color, and error means red E, and there is no message. So complete message categories. But actually, without help of the technical people, see a particular message, whenever you are getting a message, so I want to control the message here. Okay, so I want to control the message here. So how to control? Let us check here this. So if I go to message contains application area and message number, with price control S, enter a standard price. With price control S, if I enter the standard price, so the system has to give this issue. Okay. So with price control is enter the standard price here. Okay. Error message there. You can make it warning message. Okay. So now let me go to if I'm making warning. With price control is enter the standard price warning message. So now come to here. Whenever I'm creating a material. Oh, 2 minutes. I think. Go to Environ. Raw material. Pointing one. So suppose now enter the valuation class. With price control is here, I need to enter the standard. If I selected standard price, I need to enter the price here. But if I enter the price here, so enter some test material. So enter your base of measure something here. What system is giving the issue? Issue is the warning message. You can, whenever you are getting this issue, you can go forward. But whenever you are getting this issue, just you click on this issue. What is the message number and what is the application area? Application area is M3 and message number is 13. It's a warning message. You can go forward. So this warning message, now I want to make as error message. So this warning message I want to make as error message. Now how my system will behave, we need to observe. Okay. Now this time what I did here, I control as a error message. Now this time, if I'll come back here, again I need to go back here. Okay. And again I'm creating one more material. Go to MM0. So the basic MMUs. Only directly you can go to accounting menu. This time the system has to give error message. Okay. So test material, some base rate of measure. So with standard price for the valuation class. If I enter the price here, standard price means I need to enter the price here. But if I enter the price here, immediately the system is giving error message. How it is possible? Because in backend system, so how you are going to control it. Okay. So it is a warning message here. Either way. So till now we discussed this. So all just you need to observe. Tomorrow we'll start from setting for key fields. Okay. Start from here. Okay. Is this when Lakshmi?
Okay, Rajesh garu.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.